gotta give it a go.
With tracks featuring Radiohead's Tom York, Muse, The Killers, Anya Marina, and Death Cab for Cutie, to name a few, the Twilight Saga New Moon soundtrack has officially been certified platinum for sales exceeding 1 million units. New Moon also made history as the first time ever a soundtrack and its sequel have both reached the #1 spot on the chart. The album has been doing well on the strength of the first single, Meet Me on the Equinox by Death Cab for Cutie, as well as gaining attention with a brief North American tour supporting the soundtrack, which featured Anya Marina and selected cast members signing autographs for fans. Artisan News Service caught up with Anya Marina to get her thoughts on her song being featured in the Twilight Saga New Moon movie.
It was great. It's in this scene where Edward drives Bella home. So they're listening to me on the radio, which is cool because that goes to show you that these characters would sort of listen to my music on their drive home. But I think that's what's so interesting about the soundtrack is that all of these artists sound like people that the main characters would actually listen to.
We also caught up with Band of Skulls to get their thoughts on the soundtrack being a platform to get their music out to a broader fan base than they're used to.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a good platform to get more people interested, and if they maybe check out our record as well, then it's all good. So.
Death Cab for Cutie's Meet Me on the Equinox is currently #8 at Modern Rock Radio, and the original Twilight motion picture soundtrack took home the award for Favorite Soundtrack at this year's American Music Awards. Twilight has currently sold more than 2.3 million copies in the U.S. alone and over 3.5 million copies worldwide, and has remained on the Billboard 200 for 55 consecutive weeks.